Hello everyone, I am the F4L icon, Sean Jazz Stevens. You are watching the very special announcement as we're going to be, in a few moments, I'm going to be introducing you guys and letting you guys know who is facing who for this weekend's upcoming Icons of the F4L MMA, Open MMA Sickness Tournament, in which everyone who is going to be taking part is trained in some form of martial art or some type of combat style. We have people both past, future, and present in the show. We have people who are returning for this event and will be, some of them, most of them will be staying around. And we have some returning former, fan favorites as we got help from our fans and our viewers who had done polls and had requested it. And it's ultimately you guys who requested this tournament. It'll be taking place this coming weekend. It'll be a 2 days event. So what I'm going to do first is read off the names of those involved. There are 40 participants in this event. So, of course, we're going to have, various different, there's going to be, obviously, many different groups, I guess you'd say. And then what we're going to do is, once those groups are going to go, we'll have those groups go on after, and so forth and so on. I'm sure anyone who's part of this show who's going to be involved in this tournament are probably familiar with how a tournament works. How our rules work for this event, our MMA rules, as far as our show goes, all matches take place inside of our caged structure in our custom arena that I've built for this event alone. Which I'm very excited for you guys to see. And we'll also celebrate a lot of the people who are participating in the tournament. It's a very special arena for this event for 2022. It's our first one doing it. All matches will be in MMA style for us, which means the person to get 3 points will win, or best 2 points will win. The only ways to get the points are by knockout or submission only, much like real MMA, right? The only 2 ways to win, knockout or submission. The only ways to get points, first person to get 2 points straight will win and go forward. That's ultimately the rules. The winner of the entire event will be crowned the icon of MMA. Might not sound like such a big deal, but we have a title that is going to be proof that that person is in fact a Dream Master and an F4L icon of MMA. So that's a pretty big deal. We have people from all walks of life, all different demographics, all from all over the world. And for the most part, I will, when it comes down to it, I'll read off who's facing who and from where. What I want to do first is go over the 40 participants who you will potentially see. And then I will draw who will be facing who for this coming weekend. So the first sets of matches, all of the first rounds will take place on Saturday. And then Saturday night, I will take the winners of those and have them draw again. And we'll find out who's going to face who in that next round on Sunday, where we will crown the icon of MMA. Those participants that will be seen. Now, a lot of these people, if you don't know them yet, you owe yourself a chance to go check them out. They're very tremendous athletes. As someone who has competed in martial arts many years, as someone who knows what it means to have grit, determination, hard work, ethic, and respect, that's what I'm about. And I respect those who have that same respect and that same work ethic as I did, and I still do. So a lot of these people are very deserving to be part of the show. Some people are coming back, as I said. Some people are making their debut. Let's go through the participants. And now, those participating in the Icons of the F4L presents the Open MMA Sickness Tournament 2022. The fighters include Anthony, the Submission Hunter Odell, the President, Austin Jr. from the Father-Son Fist Bump, making his return. Mason, the Beast Stritzel. And, of course, Carter, the Cobra Stritzel. Mason, the Hammer Odell. Brandon, the Crow Lee. Ty, the Devil Odell. Leo the Bull Curtis, Christian Convery, Christopher Convery, and yes, Sean Convery will make his debut. Chuck Norris, legends. Henry Alniro Mina, Hyro the Pitbull, Hyro the Pitbull Mina, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Johnny Cage, Armored King, Ryu, IP Man himself, Donnie Yen, Rampage, Ronnie Angle, the Boxer, Jaden Brooks, number 13, Yevgeny Verkovets from Moscow, Russia, Noah T from good old England, making his return, Jake Paul from from good old Ohio, Ronan the Roninja Swanson makes his return, Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, the notorious one himself, the notorious Conor McGregor, Khabib, also representing Russia, Dave Batista, Jojo the model Sebastian, the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, Igor the Kinder Hulk, Ivan the Dolphin Shark, Dan the Man Pewter, and Nathan Tom Holland Drake. All right, those are participants. 40 people. And now we're about to find out who's going to face who. So very simply put, there are 40 names in this here. And I'm going to draw out 8 names at a time, one at a time. I'm going to draw out 8 names at a time and read off the first 2 names are going to face, basically whoever 2 I'm going to pull out, that'll be who faces who. Very simply put. So I'm going to count the 8 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rampling it up. 5, 6, 7. One just flew out as you saw. And 8. I'm going to make sure there is 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we got our 8 people first round. Now, this is where this is fun when I do this, because now what I have to do is write down who is facing who in the first round, then I'm going to transfer it over. So, let's find out who is facing who, and as you can see, I don't have any control over that. Here we go. So, very simply put, very old-fashioned ways of doing things. We go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If anybody doesn't know how to work these things, it's shouldn't be that hard to figure out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's see who faces who. First person will be Ryu from Capcom Japan, also known from Street Fighter, and he will be facing Hyro the Pitbull Mina. All right, next match. Captain Crunch himself, Steven Seagal from Parts Unknown. Another legend. And someone early days. And he will be facing from YouTube, and also, I guess, boxes here and there, Jake Paul from Cleveland, Ohio. Good luck. Khabib from Sadid, Russia, sorry. That's Khabib. Anyone who watches UFC probably knows who I'm talking about, I hope. And I apologize if I butchered that name. And Khabib will be facing Jojo the Model Sebastian, the current Telenet social media champion. It is Tuesday after all, so no wonder he's not here today. He's got to prepare to face Khabib. And he is doing a fantastic job, folks. I want to say thank you to Jojo for his hard work and stuff. And the last qualifier in this, making his return from good old merry little England, is smiling Riley Simmons, making his return. And he will be facing Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ouch. So that's the first round. So again, those matches that will take place, and as you can see, I'm going to hold on to these because we're going to need those for later on, for Saturday, for whoever goes forward. So the first rounds will be Ryu versus Jairo, the Pitbull Mina, one half of the Mina boys. Steven Seagal versus Jake Paul. Khabib versus Jojo Sebastian, the model. And Riley Simmons, the gymnast, versus Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, that's the first round. Let's go for number two. Yes, I'm setting that up, folks. I know, I'm old. Here we go, next one. I'm going to do the similar thing. 8 names. 8, or these tokens, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there are 8. Again, as you can see, these are all random. I don't know who's facing who, and there's no shenanigans. So, let's find out. Oh boy. So, first person is going to be from the USA, martial art legend, Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris, so someone's going to have to face Chuck Norris. I can't wait to see who's lucky enough to draw Chuck Norris. It's Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat District of Hollywood, California. All right. And the next one, number 13, Yasena Verkovitz, representing Moscow, Russia. By the way, he is our current United Kingdom European champion, and he will be defending his title this coming Wednesday for those people who want to see Yasena, the young footballer and MMA star, in action. He will be defending his title tomorrow night, Wednesday night, which is tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Who is going to take on good old Yasena Verkovitz, number 13? From Las Vegas, Nevada, Matt Riddle. And in the next round, oh boy, it's Ty the Devil Odell. And his opponent, of course, he's coming from Orlando, Florida. Oh boy, Ty Odell is lucky. He picks from Dublin, Ireland. My hands, I'm telling you. So Ty the Devil Odell, representing the United States from good old Tampa, Florida. I think that's the first Odell I drew, too. There's 3 of them in here. He's going to be facing from Dublin, Ireland, the notorious one, Conor McGregor. Next one. Oh, from Tampa, Florida, and a friend of mine, a personal good friend of mine, fellow F4L and Bully Buster, former an MMA star and a former WWE superstar, Dan the Man Pewter. And taking on Dan Pewter will be, oh boy, Mason the Hammer Odell. All right. Interesting. I want to point out there's 2 Odells that are involved in the tournament. And again, you know, whoever wins out of those 8 will go forward. But could you just imagine what would happen if, and actually Mason and Ty Odell, Mason the Hammer and Ty Odell are both the current reigning BA Tag Team Champions for us on Friday nights. So it'll be interesting to see if that's a one-on-one match we're going to get in that theory. But Verkovitz is a former MMA star too, so there's a lot of big things there. All right, here we go. Next round. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. This is going to be intense on Saturday. You're right. I agree. It is. All right, next round. This is the 3rd. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right, next round. Here we go. Here goes Mason the Beast Stritzel, former F4L Icon champion on Monday nights. And the reason he wasn't getting involved this past Monday, as in yesterday, is because he was in preparation for this tournament this weekend. And taking on Mason Stritzel in the next round will be, oh my God. You know, again, it's random, folks, as you saw. Taking on Mason the Beast Stritzel will be Anthony the Submission Hunter Odell. And anyone who knows either one of them, anyone who's watched them on our shows, and if Mason or Anthony Odell, if either the Stritzel Fight Club or the Odells are watching right now, you guys are probably free. And if you're fans of both people, you're probably freaking out right now, because that's kind of a cool thing right there. That'll be interesting. Oh, coming in the next round will be the American boxer Jaden Brooks from North Carolina. And Jaden will be taking on 1/3 of the Convery Chess Club. It's Christopher Convery. He is the oldest, I believe, of the Convery boys. Of course, Christopher fights and his brother, who make their debut his brother makes his debut this weekend. But Christopher and Christian, for those people who don't know, are usually on Tuesday nights as the chess club. Sean eventually will be here too, but you'll see him this weekend. And they're brothers. Anywho, oh boy, the next round in the next match will be the expendable one himself, Jason Statham. And if you're wondering if, you know, these are 8 matches in the thing, yeah, it is. And in these brackets, anyway, anyone who knows how a tournament works, you guys understand. Anyway, taking on Jason Statham will be representing the Bullies from Erie, Pennsylvania, the cousin of Kurt Angle, allegedly, Rampage, Ronnie Angle. Okay. And in the last match of that bracket will be, there we go, my son will be excited, representing the Awesome Ones, Nathan Tom Holland Drake, the newest member of the Awesome Ones. And lastly, representing Cobra Kai USA, Eli the Hawk Moskowitz. Okay. All right. And I believe there'll be the final one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ow! That's okay. Oh, no. You don't even want to know. Trust me. Trust me, you don't. So the bucket, the jar of fate just fell on the floor. I hope that's not a sign of fate. That's interesting. All right, folks, bear with me as I pick up the stars off the floor, literally. I'm putting them back in the jar of fate because I'm fair. That's why. I'm back. Sorry, folks. I'm back. All right, everybody. Let's find out. The next 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe next time I count them out, I should do it in another language. Do it in Spanish, maybe. Maybe Portuguese. All right, let's find out what's it gonna be. And the next round will be, of course, the other half of the Mina Boys, Henry El Nero Mina, representing the Mina Boys, who, by the way, on Tuesdays are also the Telenet Tag Team Champions. So usually they would also be here. And actually, I spoke to Henry on our podcast and Hiro on our podcast recently, and they were very excited for this tournament, I gotta say. Facing Henry Mina will be from Moscow, Russia, the returning Igor Kinder Hulk. And in the next round, Leo, the Bull Curtis from the UK. By the way, former MMA Grand Prix champion not long ago. And facing Leo the Bull, another convoy, of course, he's coming from good old Canada. He is a Canadian convoy. He is Christian convoy. Sweet Tooth himself. And the next matchup, scheduled for 2 out of 3, as it's MMA rules. Ivan the Dolphin Shark from St. Petersburg, Russia. Facing Ivan the Dolphin Shark will be Armored King from Tekken, Mexico. Armored King from Tekken, the other part of True for Consequences, Mexico. You guys know where King, I'm sure. Okay, and then the last match of that round will be the newest Convery, the debuting Sean Convery, or as we call him, 00 Sean Convery, the singing young man of the Converys. And he's also the brother of Christopher, for those people who don't know. And of course, oh boy. And he will be facing none other than the current reigning Dream Masters MMA Grand Prix champion, Carter the Cobra Stritzel. Okay. So that means we got one more round, folks. Did you guys count 5? 5 rounds? I bet you did, huh? Yes, there's a reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. All right. And this should do the last of the fights. You would think, right? There should be 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, well, anyway, 7, 8. Okay. Time to find out the last of the competitors in the 5th round and final round. What a day it's going to be, Saturday. From Pellet Town, Japan, Ash Ketchum, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how our current BA champion feels about that, considering he's not part of the tournament this weekend, because he's got other things going. But I know he has a history with this guy. That, of course, is Jackson R. Scott. He and Ash Ketchum have a little bit of a history there since Ash Ketchum's return. Facing Ash Ketchum will be, oh boy, the Canadian pop Prince of Pop, Justin Bieber. Oh boy. And the next match, oh man, the Beast Incarnate himself from Saskatchewan, Canada, or parts unknown, formerly of Minnesota, Brock Lesnar. My wife's personal favorite. Anyway, facing Brock Lesnar will be the returning former MMA Grand Prix champion and co-host of the Father-Son Fist Bump, President Austin Jr. You know, if you guys think that Austin's outmatched, you apparently don't remember what he's like to wrestle. Go back and watch our old episodes with the Father-Son Fist Bump or Austin Bump, and you'll see. He's no joke. And the next one, oh boy, IP Man himself, Donnie Yen. Facing Donnie Yen, the IP Man, oh boy, number 1, making his return also, the Nightmare Noah T. And the last match, the returning Ronan the Roninja Swanson. Swanson is a former MMA Grand Prix champion before his injury, and he'll be making his return. Of course, he's going to be facing, oh boy, the Crow himself, Brandon Lee. All right. What do you mean there's one more? No, there's not. Screensaver. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be an intense Saturday night. This has been 30 minutes of me reading off people's names, who's going to face who. So let me run it down for you guys again. In the first round will be Ryu versus Jairo, the Pitbull Minya. Next match, Steven Seagal versus Jake Paul. Khabib versus Jojo, the Model Sebastian. And the returning Riley Simmons taking on Jean-Claude Van Damme. The next events will be Chuck Norris versus Johnny Cage, Yesenia Verkovitz versus Matt Riddle, Ty the Devil Adele taking on the notorious Conor McGregor, Dan the Man Pewter versus Mason the Hammer Adele. 2 Florida guys going at it. And then in the next round, 3, Mason the Beast Stritzel versus Anthony the Submission Hunter Adele. That's going to be intense, I'm not going to lie. Jaden the Boxer Brooks versus Christopher Convery. Jason Statham versus Rampage Ronnie Angle. And Tom Nathan Drake Holland taking on Hawk from Cobra Kai. The next round, Henry El Nero Mina taking on Igor the Kinder Hulk. And then Leo the Bull Curtis taking on Christian Convery. Ivan the Dolphin Shark will then take on Armored King from Tekken. And lastly, Sean Convery taking on Carter the Cobra Stritzel. You know, it's his debut. I'm just saying, hopefully Carter goes easy. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. But Carter's a champion for a reason, folks. And actually, all of our champions are champions for a reason. And then the next one, it's Ash Ketchum versus Justin Bieber. Brock Lesnar versus President Austin Jr. from the Father-Son Fist Bump. IP Man Donnie Yen taking on Noah the Nightmare T. And then Ronan the Ninja Swanson returns to take on Brandon the Crow Lee. That's on Saturday, folks. Starting bright and early, you will see these tournaments, and I will break them down for you guys. And then what we're going to do is the winners of each of those will be thrown back into that jar of fate, and I'm going to draw the names out again. But of course, the sad part is that those names, all these people will be, it'll go from 3 to, I mean, I'm sure all you guys know how a tournament goes. But, you know, there are no winners or losers here. These are going to be intense matches, intense fights, and I can't wait for any of these matches. It's going to be great. I'm going to get a giant gallon of water to call all of the action for you guys, and this is going to be intense. So thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys are all doing well. I wish you guys all the very best of luck. You know what? Win or lose, the only thing that's bad about losing, other than not having the biggest prize, well, actually, that is the only bad part of losing, not having the big prize at the end. But the good thing about that is, with each loss, you become a better fighter. And if anything, it'll give you guys that chance to see what it's like to face fellow comrades and fellow people and introduce you guys selves to fellow combaters from all over the place. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am the icon, Sean Jazz Stevens, saying good luck to everyone. Tomorrow night is Wednesday for midweek challenge. So tomorrow's card, we have 5 great matches for you. As I mentioned, Yesenia Verkovitz, who's going to be involved this weekend, will be there in action. Ivan the Dolphin Shark was on last night, so those people who are interested to see what he's all about. Also tomorrow night, the new United States Tag Team Champions will be defending their titles against 2 very interesting characters. Of course, United States Tag Team Champions, Brock and Boston, fellow YouTubers, defending their tag team titles against a very, very interesting tag team duo making their debuts. That's tomorrow. All right, everyone. I am the icon, Sean Jazz Stevens, saying good luck this weekend. Keep doing what you're doing, everyone. May all your dreams come true. Peace.